So, you got yourself a camera and you're excited to start shooting it, but you open up the back and you realize that the light seals are completely destroyed. Now, I recently got this Praktica Super TL. This used to be my mom's camera. She bought it, I think, in the late 70s or early 80s. And honestly, it's been sitting in a box in the garage ever since. So before I can go out and shoot it, I need to replace the light seals. And I figured I'd take you guys along and show you how to replace the light seal on an old SLR camera. Now, first of all, we're going to need some supplies. I used a cutting mat, some paper to make a template, a knife to cut the foam, this light replacement foam itself, of course, some Q-tips, and some spirits or alcohol. I ended up using these painting spirits I use for thinning oil paints because I had it laying around, but I'm pretty sure any high alcohol, rubbing alcohol, turpentine, glue remover type stuff will work. Also, I got this foam from eBay from Millie's Camera Repair over in the UK. Shout out to Millie. Okay, so let's get to the repairs. When you open up the back of your camera, usually there will be some light seals around the edges of the back. This camera has some ridges at the top and at the bottom. So for me, there's only a light seal on the right side here. And as you can see, it's completely wrecked. So I'm starting out by dipping a Q-tip in some of the spirits and just going over the light seal, seeing if I can remove some of the residue. Now that I've got most of it off, I realized that there's a little piece of like fabric tape or cloth tape or something. It was probably the base of the previous light seal. So I'm just going to use the tip of my knife to see if I can peel it off. Okay, with the tape removed, I can see that there's still some glue residue stuck on the camera. So I'm just going in with another Q-tip dipped in the spirits to get the last little bit of that out as well. Now I got my piece of paper and I just push it into the camera to get a rough estimate of how big it's going to be. And I'll cut it to shape, repeat the process, ending up with the final template that I want to use. Next up, we're putting the paper template on the foam and cutting it to shape. In hindsight, this knife, probably not the best knife to use. If you can get your hands on an X-Acto knife or you have a little, one of the extendable box cutter looking knives, those would do great. Now you only have to peel the back off and stick the tape into the camera. This can be a little bit finicky if you have small parts, but just take your time and you'll figure it out. Now you can close up the camera if it fits. You're ready to go. You can take some photos without having your roll completely ruined by light leaks. Some cameras, like this one, will also have a little piece of the light seal foam at the front to catch the mirror as it's flipping up so it's not hitting a hard surface. But on this one, that foam is still completely fine somehow, so I don't have to replace that. The foam I went with comes in different thicknesses. I think I went for the 2mm one, but I'm assuming most of them will be fine because it just kind of squishes in anyway. That's it for this one. Go repair a camera and I'll see you on the next one.